Welcome, one and all, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. First of all, happy Mardi Gras, everybody. Also known as Fat Tuesday, and I, for one, think it's time we stop shaming days of the week. Tuesday can't help it. It's all those tacos. After his surprise visit to Kyiv yesterday, today Joe Biden was in Poland, where he gave a fiery speech defending democracy to mark the one-year anniversary of Putin's invasion of Ukraine. Of course, the traditional gift for the first anniversary is paper, so Biden gave Ukraine 460 million $1 bills. Today, Putin hit back at the West in Russia's State of the Union speech. Now, Russia's State of the Union speech is a lot like our State of the Union speech, except the special guests in the balcony plunged to their deaths. The world was watching Putin closely because the speech was an opportunity for him to put the best possible spin on his disastrous invasion. 1 year ago, remember, Putin thought the war would only last a few days, but clearly he made a miscalculation in the ratio of around to find out. Putin clapped back at the West by announcing that Russia will suspend its participation in the New START nuclear arms control treaty. However, the U.S. State Department had already determined that Russia was not complying with that treaty. So now they're going to officially begin to stop doing what they've previously only been pretending not to do. It's like a kid on his 21st birthday saying to his parents, and now I get to finally try this, what do you call it, alcohol that I've heard so many terrible stories about. If you think it's safe, I will. We also got threats to democracy right here at home, specifically Speaker of the House and first successful butthole-to-mouth transplant, Kevin McCarthy. You should hear that boy whistle. Like a bird, just like a bird. Yesterday, we found out that McCarthy has given exclusive access to 41,000 hours of Capitol surveillance footage from the January 6th riots to Tucker Carlson. No! What are you doing? You can't give this footage to Tucker Carlson. Ever since January 6th, he's repeatedly downplayed the violent attack on the Capitol as vandalism and a forgettably minor outbreak by recent standards. Yeah, no biggie. I think all of us will always remember watching it on TV and thinking, this is forgettable. Plus, this is so irresponsible. The footage will reveal sensitive security information like congressional escape routes and secure holding areas and where the cameras are. But, I mean, he's Speaker of the House, and Kevin McCarthy clearly thought all this through, and as the Speaker, he calmed his worried colleagues with a statement he made today. Best speech I've ever heard him give. Now, Tucker's producers... Tucker's producers are already editing this mountain of footage for shows next week, and he claims he's determined to get to the truth, saying, by definition, this video will reveal it. No, by definition, 41,000 hours of footage can be edited to say whatever you want it to. I mean, look at these good Samaritans repairing that window with a shield. And now they're peacefully leaving the Capitol. Now, with the right graphics, he could even make the Q shaman seem peaceful. But hey, if he gets to do it, so can we, which is why I took what seemed like 41,000 hours of Fox News footage to reveal the truth about Tucker.
Good evening. I'm Tucker Carlson. I behave like a jerk because I am a jerk. Everyone hates me. My show is a real problem in America. I'm a racist, a small backward hermit, and I also eat dogs.
Now, the worst part is, he seems like a good guy.
That's not your right.
At least he's honest. At least he's honest, you know? The worst part of all of this is that Tucker doesn't even believe the lies he's been peddling about January 6th, because last week we learned that Fox News stars and executives privately trashed the former president's election fraud claims, even though calling the election rigged was Fox's bread and butter. It's like if I had a private diary that said, Lord of the Rings sucks, lol, what's a Bilbo? Like if I didn't care whether Balrogs have wings or not. Story. I'll tell you later. It's a long story. These revelations all came courtesy of Dominion Voting Systems, who filed a motion in their $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit against Fox News for falsely claiming they rigged the 2020 election. $1.6 billion. Even for Rupert Murdoch, that's a lot of cash. He might have to go on air and start selling reverse mortgages. Some of the most damaging texts come from a chain between Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, and Laura Ingraham, in which they repeatedly insulted and mocked the ex-president's advisors, including Rudy Giuliani. Even Fox thinks he's a joke. That is the most embarrassing news about Rudy to leak since Rudy leaked. One of... Got there. Oldie but a goodie. Oldie but a goodie. You don't have to... You can put it back.
I'm ready.
Okay. One of the main sources of the election lies on Fox News was the former president's lawyer and mom who took an edible before she went to Sunglass Hut, Sidney Powell. In the wake of the 2020 election, Powell appeared on Fox News and Fox Business at least a dozen times to promote wild lies about Dominion voting machines. So the network asked for her source, and Sidney Powell, when pressed for evidence, forwarded a memo entitled Election Fraud Info. We all know the best source of information is email forwards. That's the only way I learn 101 ways that cats are better than men. The memo wasn't written by Powell, but her source was impeccable. The memo's author claims to know that Dominion was the common thread in all irregularities. How did she discover that? According to her, she gains insights from experiencing something like time travel in a semi-conscious state. Oh my God. She can time travel? Maybe she can fix all of this by going back in time to stop baby Rudy Giuliani from trying Merlot. Two Rudys. Two Rudys.
One monologue.
It's Two Rudy Tuesday. It gets weirder than time traveling in a semi-conscious state. The memo's author writes, "Who am I? And how do I know all of this? I've had the strangest dreams. I was internally decapitated, and yet I live." You may ask yourself, how did I get here? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. You may say to yourself, this is not my internally decapitated head. Elsewhere in this memo, which I remind you, is the sole source of Sidney Powell and Fox News' Dominion voting machine lies, which directly led to the attack on the Capitol, the author says, quote, "The wind tells me I'm a ghost, but I don't believe it." Of course you can't trust the wind. Everybody knows the wind blows. You cannot believe. Thank you. You can't believe a thing the wind says until you verify it with earth and fire. When Sidney Powell forwarded this memo to Fox Business anchor Maria Bartiromo, Bartiromo had a very logical reaction to getting a packet of insane lies. She shared it with the president's son and replied glowingly to Powell, "I just spoke to Eric, and I told him you gave very important info." Thanks, Maria Tony Romo. I got the memo, and I know it's very important because I can definitely read. Unrelated question, what happens when you swallow a paperclip? I don't feel good. Can I have a hug? We have a great show for you tonight. My guests are Pink and the star of the new Ant-Man and Creed movies, Jonathan Majors. But when we come back,